Ready? I'd like to call the meeting to order for Economic Development Committee for June 28th. Please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And Emily, if we can have a roll call, please.
Sure thing. Joseph Barry.
Here.
Rob Godoy.
I'm here.
Lauren Sestak. Present. Kelly Stoming is absent. John DeYoung.
Present.
Scott Bell.
Here.
Joe Weiswadi.
Here.
Yep.
Jason Dravette.
Here.
And Mike Aurelio is absent. And Sergio Mendoza is also absent.
And Emily's here.
And Emily is here.
Very good. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Okay. If you can, look at the minutes for last month on May 24th, and if you can review them, and if there's any corrections, let me know. Otherwise, I'd like to have a motion to approve.
I'll make the motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Joe?
Mm-hmm.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. Okay. Under new business, if we can have Public Works give us a little update, if you wouldn't mind coming to the podium, I'd appreciate that, and we can get an update on Freedom Fest.
Yes, I'll just, it's
And
Parks
thank
and
you.
Recreation, just
Yep.
separate the, no, for the Freedom Fest, we are all set to go Monday well, the 5K is starting at 2 p.m., and then we are doing our color run, our family color run at 2:45. We have, I do have the volunteers for both, at least the beginning of the definitely the run, definitely the beginning of the event. I think that obviously will need more help come the end of the event. But both the track team and the football team at LC have been very helpful in lending some of their athletes out to the event, as well as some of the community members. I was at a chamber event this morning. They have been, big shout out to the local businesses around here, because they have come out in force to support this event, and I'm very grateful for that. I was there at an event of theirs this morning over at Big B Coffee right around the corner, and the support that we're getting from the local small businesses, local businesses, has been tremendous. So thank you to them, and thank you to this committee as well. So no, everything is ready to go. We have, like I was saying before, we have more vendors than we ever thought possible, which is a lot of fun for someone like myself, and hopefully for the community. I like when I go and see a lot of different options that I can have. Definitely have some of our favorites that will be out there, local favorites that will be out there as far as vendors. A lot of activities for the kids this time around. We have 3 bounce houses. We have a video game truck, something I've never heard of before, but I was put onto that, and we do have that coming. A lot of games, a lot of small little games. I know Blackbirdie Golf and Midwest are going to be doing something. Ziggy's is going to be out there doing something. We connected with the VFW and the American Legion. They're going to have a booth right at the entrance, as well as some of my friends in the Marine recruiting. They're going to have a pull-up bar and a recruiting table out there as well. So I'm very happy to include them and be able to recognize them on that day especially. And then the fireworks, we started putting up, we got the contract over there with Snell, and started putting up the fencing yesterday and today with Public Works help. So thank you to the team over at Public Works, because they've been helping out and stepping up a lot.
That's great. Any questions for?
So the race kind of kicks off the fest at
2 o'clock, you said?
Yeah, so the 5K is for our competitive athletes out there, our competitive runners. That does kick off at 2 p.m. The registration is all online. You can find that on various websites that I've shared on social media and emails out there. As well as our 245, the 1 mile fun run march is going to commence. That's I like that one. That one I'm pretty passionate about. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
How many people do we have for the 5K so far?
5K specifically, I'd have to break down the numbers. The total number of both the run and the mile run and the 5K is 64. I'd have to look at the numbers specifically as far as I do know that more are in the color run right now than are in the 5K, but to give you an exact number, I wouldn't be able to.
And you can just come and sign up, I'm sure, right? You
Yeah.
can come and,
Day of, we can do that. We would have to, and I do have a system out there that will be able to sign you up online. We still do have to go through the race roster, just because I'm not bonded, and nobody
Okay.
out there who will be bonded will be able to accept the money. But we can still go through the website and sign everybody up through the website. So we will have a portal, a laptop out there to be able to sign people up day of. Yes.
Cool.
What time does the fest itself start again?
3 p.m.
3
Yeah,
p.m.
the
Oh, okay,
actual
that's
fest. So
perfect.
everything will sort of, the races will sort of finish up, and then the festival will start up. The band will
Awesome.
start up and sort of welcome the runners in.
Yeah, how fun.
For the race, we do have a big balloon arch. We have a timing system out there. So there'll be a lot of amenities to the runners. One of our sponsors is going to be supplying all the water and have water stations throughout the race. It's all within Heartland Park. We're not crossing White Oak Avenue at all, so we won't need to shut down that and be a disturbance by any means there.
Great.
Any other questions? Well, thank you very much for
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for your
what
time.
you've done for this community. It's you've really taken charge, and it sounds like it's just going to be an amazing event. So
I hope so.
Congratulations ahead
Thank
of
you.
time here.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate
we're very
it.
proud of you. Good
Thank you.
job. Good job. All right, that's exciting. Since Mike's not here, Joe, would you mind giving us any update on town council activities, and then also
Yeah.
maybe that 93rd, and then some of the possible constructions on 41 on either side? If you would do that, please, I'd appreciate it.
So, yeah, just so everyone knows, we did receive our property tax installment from Lake County, our TIF. While we do have money in there right now, we're not scheduled to do any projects out of that right now. We're trying to maintain that fund balance and grow that through next year, so that way we have some reserve, set up in there.
Sure.
We do have some loans that we're going to need to repay back, but more importantly, we want to make sure that we have enough money for debt service on those bonds. So.
Yep.
I attended the ICSE conference. We had great contacts made out there, trying to get a meeting set up with a consultant to help us and guide us on our economic development comp plan. We talked a little bit about that plan out in Vegas for the conference, and he's based out of Chicago, so we're going to connect with him
Wonderful.
in hopes that they can kind of guide us through that process that we need. So we're going to be moving forward on that. The 93rd Avenue project, wow. It's fun every day. Not only do I have to drive on it every day, but I have to at least go out there once or twice a day. So it's been fun. And Jason as well. So one day we had a water main leak, we had the water shut off to town hall here, and a gas leak all in the same day. So it was quite fun. And I know it's very frustrating for the residents too that have to live there and endure that, but we're finally moving to a point where we're going to be closing out on the utility aspect of it and working more on the roadway improvements, concrete work, stuff like that. So you may know that the White House over on 93rd over by the church is gone, and it's now a parking lot. So the church is happy, we're happy we're getting this thing done, so hopefully everyone's
How
happy.
far
on that.
will that turn lane go into that property? then?
It's going to go into the existing property 14 feet, the right of way.
Yeah.
So it's going to go quite a ways, and which would have literally been, a few feet off the wall of the house, which
Yep,
was
yep.
why it kind of necessitated that, we do that. Because ultimately, we'd end up being responsible for any damage, foundation issues, stuff like that. So, and it was just an old house, and it really didn't have any historic significance other than people lived there, and, that was it. There was no real historical significance other than, it was a church parsonage. It was basically abandoned as a church parsonage, and they used it as a rental property. So, not a rental property, I shouldn't say that. They had a member of their staff that was housed there, not as a rental property. That's a bad choice of words, and forgive me for that. But it was their property that they used for staff housing. So that's done. We will begin our community crossings matching grant. We got bids that should be open on the 17th for that, as well as an Acorn Water project. So we've got a lot of stuff coming up here, and it's going to be moving in 50 different directions. So White Oak Avenue, 93rd from Deodore going east to the town limits on 93rd will be done. White Oak Avenue, the whole length from 93rd to 109th is going to be completed. And then there's some other small parcels that are going to be going up over to.
Those walking trails going to be included in on that improvement on White Oak, or is, not White Oak, Calumet? Is that Calumet? Where they turn by the bank there? What's the name of that road?
Oh, it's 101st in Calumet, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
So we were talking about.
Corridor.
Yeah,
project.
so the
Yeah.
corridor study, that should be, actually, it's in draft form right now.
Okay.
So I know staff's reviewing the draft, and then that'll be presented. And hopefully we get that thing presented in July, and we start having our public meetings and getting that adopted. So we can get that moving. So I haven't seen it yet, other than, what they showed us on the existing conditions. So
Right.
looking forward to see what the recommendations are that come out of that.
Good. Good. Any questions for town manager here?
I have one.
Yep.
Coming here, I see on 93rd, right by Walgreens, there's a great big pipe coming out with like a valve in it. Is that the gas thing that was the problem, or?
No, that's actually a water main.
That's in water.
They're using that to temporarily flush. But that won't be sticking out of there forever. That's the new main. So that way when they dig it out, they know where it is.
Oh, okay.
Basically. Because I don't know if that's connected yet over there. They're talking about the one over on
They
93rd.
were capping the old one
Today, yeah.
so the new one should be in
Connected.
service.
Yeah,
Rob, any other?
probably just the
I do,
flush valve or something out of there, yeah.
when does the floodplain get addressed on down 41? Because it's due to change right now. Is that August or September? Because we have some businesses that want to come there.
Oh, I know. We've had conversations with a developer who's interested in getting a property developed on 41, and there are some flood zone issues, but there's no floodway issues. So it's just a matter of how they want to address their compensatory storage, stuff like that. But those items have to get addressed. So, those will be addressed during the development process.
Sure, okay,
But I know which one you're talking about.
very good.
Do we know, are there any updates on what businesses are coming into the new property that's being built
Which one?
behind
96th
Wendy's?
Street?
Yeah.
All I know is it's some kind of medical with some kind of a restaurant. I don't know what. They haven't approached us on that. I was like, the only reason I said which one, because there's one over on Parish too, that, they're getting that developed over there too, so, yeah. So things are moving, which is good.
Do we know what's going on Parish?
I don't have no idea. Yeah, I know there was a nail salon or something, but I hope it's not a. Yeah, yeah. I just know it's not a liquor store. There's one already over there. That's why I say that.
Okay. Do we have any committee reports here? Joe? Rob?
No new reports, no.
Okay.
Not for me.
No, Jen.
No, Lauren? No? All right, well, SBA loan rate for June is 6.334 for a 25-year debenture, so that's up a scotch from last month, but a good rate for a 20-year loan. So,
Those have to be owner occupied, correct?
yes, yes. But the advantage of those 504 loans is you have to come up with 10% down versus a 20% loan. And I think Rob can talk better to it. He's our finance guy.
Yeah.
Yep,
For commercial, it's a lot easier.
yeah.
But I'm out of finance now. I'm back into programming.
Okay.
So I don't know any.
So now you don't know nothing.
I've gotten out of the rate business about 2 years ago. So
Yeah.
I'm back in security programming, and
The rate sounds like a good rate, too.
Yeah,
it is a
they-
good rate though.
for-
Historically, it's a good rate,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
especially for a business.
yeah. And the advantage is it's locked in for 20 years, and you don't have to adjust it every 5 years commercially, and money is reasonable to
Yep.
get in it. So, okay. Any other reports here?
Just real quick, July 6th through the 9th is the St. John the Evangelist Fest, so I don't know
Oh,
if any of you attend that, but
yep.
be sure to put that on your calendar as well.
Very good. No public comment tonight, so I can have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
I'll
Second?
second the motion.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Good quick meeting tonight.